Hi, I'm Yetman, and this is my map, Autumn Station. I'm going to be learning the map using my mutator, the Las pistol.
You are on red.
During the level, announcements are randomly selected and played using random integer and floats in the Kismet sequence.
Unwanted visitors? Upgrade your domestic today. A level 2 security bot is ideal.
Player's first obstruction is a literal obstruction. The box is in front, which can be shot away using the Las pistol weapon, which was placed in the player's inventory by the mutator.
Remember, a robot isn't just a pet. It's an investment for you and your loved ones. For domestic use only, void where prohibited.
Here we have two custom materials made from a rendered texture, which is made more opaque and combined with a purple scrolling texture to make it seem more like a hollow screen. Once the player activates the console, both consoles are disabled for being activated in the future, and the camera pans from the player to the locked door in an attempt to guide the player toward the next room. The checkpoint done message on the screen indicates that a new spawn location has been set using the checkpoint Kismet sequence embedded in the level.
For over a century, Leandri has brought you the very best in household robotics. This year, we're proud to introduce our latest line of celluloid domestics.
Kismet is used to make this switch puzzle. By combining boolean checks and toggle actions, the goal of the puzzle is to set all the switches to on, but the switches trigger the neighbours to switch on or off, not just themselves. A check is made each time a switch is toggled to see if all 5 switches are on. With a little perseverance and some skill, or even luck, the player should be able to solve the puzzle, triggering a matinee sequence.
At the Leandri Research Facility, safety is our #1 priority. Always wear protective gear while on production grounds. And watch for moving vehicles. Remember, alert is alive.
Attempting to exit the room triggers another event, which we'll come to later. For now, we'll look at the second path the player could take.
And discounts apply to all of our Mark 1 trade-ins.
Like before, activating the console will lock both the consoles and will unlock a door, which the matinee sequence tries to guide the player to.
For domestic use only, void where prohibited, please purchase responsibly.
This room also contains a switch puzzle, which needs solving by the player to progress further in the level.
Not enough time to finish the housework?
Here we have 2 welding block schedule meshes, performing a looped welding animation. Switches must be activated in a specific order, with each one checking if the previous one is active. If the previous switch is active, the switch will also become active. Activating a switch out of sequence will cause all switches to reset to off, and an error sound outputted to indicate the sequence was incorrect.
Caution, unit in transit. Please watch your step and stay clear of production lines.
Once the switches are triggered in the correct order, our matinee event will play as in the first path, and the trigger volume beside the door will be made active. Upon entering the now active trigger volume, the player will trigger a sequence of events to occur, basically indicating the station is under attack.
Core is under attack. Core is under attack.
If we check along the starting corridor, we can now see a ship interior has appeared, helping create the illusion an enemy ship has docked with the station, which is where the NPCs have come from.
Missile strike inbound.
In the centre of the exit portal is a fully custom created particle system, which is toggled on during the matinee sequences following one of the puzzles being solved. While the portal is in a low powered state, it will completely ignore the player. After triggering
Missile
the
strike
console, the
imminent.
portal becomes active, ready for escaping. Attempting to enter from the rear of the portal will cause the player to die. A particle emitter is spawned and attached to the player to reassure the player the death wasn't a glitch and was intentional. Luckily, we had a checkpoint nearby before entering the room, so the player respawns close to the portal. Entering the front of the portal will trigger a cutscene, ending the level.
Missiles detonating. Achievement unlocked.